Hi, Diana here with FlexiFuse, and we're going to talk about Valentine's. We're all decked out for Valentine's. If you were lucky and got one of our mystery boxes for Valentine's, you have the material you need inside this box. If you haven't, you can check and see if there's any left online, but they sell out really fast. So, one of the things you have in your box is this cute heart template. And we're going to do some fun things with this template. First of all, I'm just going to use my FlexiFuse, and I'm going to iron it on the back, and I'm going to trace some hearts. Then I'm going to cut those hearts out. And those hearts are going to look like this. And we're going to make some things with these hearts. One thing I'm working on is a table runner, and I've started it, and I'm going to show you how I finished the last square for the table runner. So here's the beginning of my table runner. I've made a few squares already, and then I've just put another square in between. I'm using 11.5-inch squares. So I have one more square that I need to make, and I'm going to show you how I make this. I'm using a pale pink material. And first of all, what I did is I folded it in half this way. And then I folded it in half this way. And then I gave it a crease, so that I have those crease lines in there. Okay, now I'm ready to place my hearts. Now I have my lines that I can see to place my hearts. So we're going to take the paper off all the hearts and get ready to place those. Important to take the paper off. I've done it before, ironed it on, paper still on the back. It won't stick. So, here we go, we have all our hearts. Paper off the back. Okay, and I have my center point, and I'm going to use a 1/2 inch from the center to place my first heart. Can you see I even have a cute heart ruler? So there's my first one placed, and I'm using my line here and here. I'm gonna do my next one. And you can iron them on one at a time so that they don't move. Okay, I'm measuring a 1/2 inch from that middle mark. There's the next one. I'll line it up here. Here's my next one. And you can spread these out. You can turn them a different way, however you want to make them, however you want to place them on there. I like this one because it kind of reminds me of a flower. And I thought if I wanted to, I could put some green leaves or something on it if I decide to. So now we're ready to iron them down. Remember, we're using a hot iron, no steam. We're gonna go about 5 seconds. Okay, that block's ready. I would take this block, and I'm going to do, with my machine, I'm just going to do a blanket stitch around each one of those hearts. But let's get it put together, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I finished sewing my last piece on my table runner. Here's my table runner. And like I said, I'm going to sew around each heart using a blanket stitch. Then I'm going to put a border on it and a back, and I'll have a cute table runner. So that's something you can do with those hearts. Let's show you a few other things you can do with those hearts. So, if you weren't lucky to get one of our heart boxes, you can just use any scraps that you have. Cookie cutter works great to cut those hearts out as well. So here's a few ideas of other things you can do with your hearts. Okay, I have a dish towel, and I'm gonna place some hearts on it. So again, there's my iron, there's my center mark, and then I've just ironed up about 2 inches to get those other hearts on. So I'm gonna put my first one on, center that one. Another heart. I use that line at the bottom to help me get it straight. Get impatient. Don't give it enough iron time. This one right here. On the temple. There we go. Okay, again, I'm going to blanket stitch around these, and then it's ready to give us a gift. Cute gift to give to someone. All right, our next one is, I'm going to show you how to iron on 2 other items other than your fabric. Here's some bags. This one I believe I got for Christmas, and so, but it has red and white on it, so I could put some hearts on that. I have a brown paper bag. I'm just gonna put a few hearts on it. And you can place them anywhere you want. So I'm gonna have 2 hearts that are touching each other. Kind of overlapping each other like that. Move it towards the top of the bag. Okay. You could also use a fabric marker, and you could write on these hearts, or I could just write on the brown bag, Happy Valentine's. Okay. There's a cute Valentine's bag. Okay, let's talk about something else we can make with these hearts. You can iron FlexiFuse on about anything. I found this popcorn bucket at home, and I could even put hearts on that and then fill it up with candy bars or fill it up with someone's favorite treats. So there's one you can do. You can iron on metal. I have this little cute metal can. You could put a heart on it. And again, fill it up with treats. And when in my basement, all of you probably have this room where you just have a lot of stuff in it. I found this wooden heart. I'm not sure what it's supposed to make, but I could paint this red and I could place hearts all over on it. I thought maybe I'd put pastel ones and use a fabric marker and write conversation hearts on it. Okay, one last one we want to show you. A mason jar. Mason jar, we're going to take it. We're going to place our heart on it. This is a little more trickier. I'm going to iron this onto this jar very carefully. These little irons are so great for this. Okay, once I have that ironed down, I'm just using a piece of cloth, and we're just going to take our top of our jar. And if you want this to be puffy on top, you can add some batting. Small piece of batting like this. I'm just going to kind of make it into a circle. We're going to put our fabric on top. First, we're going to fill it with some yummy Valentine treats. Then we're just going to take our lid and we're going to screw our lid on. there you go. A cute Valentine treat that you can just fill up with Valentines. Okay, we've made some great Valentine things. Let me just run through them quickly with you. We made our table runner. We put Valentines on a sack. We put a Valentine on this tin can. We put a heart on a jar. And we made a cute Valentine towel. So it's endless. You can make whatever you want. The great part is you trace your hearts onto FlexiFuse, use up your scraps of Valentine, and make some fun Valentines. I'm now ready for Valentine's because I just made all my gifts. Happy Valentine's from FlexiFuse.